Hey everyone, it's Nadia from liadiadesigns and I'm back with another tutorial. If you saw part 1 of my gold candy wrapper technique tutorial, then you would have seen me make these black and gold ones here, which turned out really pretty. And you know that there was a blue set that I needed to make as well. They're done. And they're here, they're upside down, and I know. They are, you probably already saw the picture in the thumbnail, but it's okay, we're gonna have a little fun here. So we're just gonna keep a little mystery for this part of the video. But anyways, I just wanted to actually create this little clip in front of the video because I will be reusing part of the intro clip from my previous video, and I didn't want you guys getting confused that maybe it was the wrong video or something happened. No, you're in the right place. I'm just wanted to kind of catch everybody up who may not know what's going on, that yes, we're working on the blue ones today. So we'll do the little intro clip from the previous video and we'll jump right into the blue set. So let's get started. Hey everyone, it's Nadia from liadiadesigns and I'm back with another tutorial. Today's tutorial is actually kind of a part 2 to my previous video where I made coasters using candy wrappers. And I don't know if you saw that one. If not, you can always go back and look at it. It was a Birds of Paradise type of style coasters, like a stained glass style. So we're going to continue kind of along that same theme today with these ones here. So I don't know if anyone can tell me if you recognize these wrappers here. I'm sure many of you probably do. It is these guys, these little Ferrero Rocher guys, and I got a whole box for Christmas. Actually, we got quite a few. My kids and I, we love this this chocolate, so we get quite a few at Christmas time. But anyway, so as you know, these ones, they come with this beautiful foil wrapping like this, and I thought, you know what, since we're trying candy wrappers in resin, why not try this foil? And of course, you know, we've done foils before in resin, and we know that, you know, gold leafing works and stuff like that. So there's no reason why this wouldn't work. So so it's not really so much of a test if it'll work. It's just more to see what kind of style we can make with it. So in any case, I also have these two coaster molds already poured. I have two different colors. I'm not sure if it shows well on camera, but I have this one here, which is a sparkly black, and that is black diamond mica powder. And then this one here is a beautiful, like, super dark blue, and that is Meyspring's opulent tanzanite. So there we go there. And I did these two specifically for you guys because I know in a lot of my videos, I get asked a lot of questions about what the colors are of the, you know, the backgrounds or the mica powders that I'm using, the names of them. And most of the time when I create my pieces, I actually custom mix my colors. They're not usually colors straight out of the container like this. I'm usually mixing 3-4 colors sometimes. And sometimes I add in glitter, and sometimes I just, you know, throw in the kitchen sink. So I do a bunch of things sometimes just to kind of get, you know, a color that either I have in my head or, you know, just experimenting to see what kind of colors I come up with. So this time though, I decided I was going to just do pure colors for you guys using, you know, straight out of the container, you know, mixed with resin and then poured and cured. So that's what I did here and here. So you can see the color pretty much matches. So I'm going to get all set up and we'll get started. For this design here, I am going to be using washi tape. So you guys know how much, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know how much I love washi tape, and I've been using it for many months now. And the company that I buy from, the Washi Tape shop, they just have the most beautiful washi tapes I've ever seen. So a lot of the ones that I love to use are gilded, so you can see here that it has that kind of metallic foil look to it, and those ones are ones I really love to use in resin, just because the washi tape has a really, you know, it's almost like a waxy feel. Like, it doesn't just feel like paper, it actually feels like it has a coating on it, And I think that's because of the fact that it's gilded, but I could be wrong. It could be just be that that's the type of paper that they use. And I find it works really well in resin. We don't even need to pre-seal it or anything like that. So in any case, we're going to be using this design, which is a beautiful new koi fish design that I received. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be, probably I'll use this section here. So I'm going to put it slightly, ever so slightly lower than half. I don't even know if that really can tell that it's slightly lower. And we're going to be cutting the top of this. And again, we're going to be using our X-Acto knife to do that. And again, we're not cutting the mold, we're just cutting the washi tape there. And the same thing on this side. We'll just do a quick little cut like so. There we go. Now we want to, so I don't know if you can see on the washi tape, there's kind of this red area along the top. I want to cut that out, and that's going to work out for the fact that we're going to kind of create a jagged edge anyway. So we're just going to be going along here. And again, not too much pressure. Oops. Not too much pressure is needed. And then we'll just take our X-Acto blade and, well, or our nails, maybe that'll be work better. There you go. And just take that off. So there we go. All right, so we have that. Now we're going to be doing the same techniques we just talked about for the foil. So what I want to do is I want to put foil, and then we're going to use the scrap pieces we have left here. We're going to be putting foil along the bottom here. They're basically filling this area. And see how there's already that rough edge on the foil? I want to do that as well. So I have a longer piece here that I could probably use, and then I'll fill in the gaps as well. So we'll see how we can do that. So same technique as before. We're just going to be, I'll just probably do that on this side here. So same thing as before, we're just going to be using our gloss varnish, and there's no right or wrong here for how to texturize the edge of your foil. Just want to make sure, the only thing we want to make sure is that whatever we're doing for the texture or the edges, it's covering that line of the washi tape. So we just want to make sure we're doing that, but otherwise no specifics in terms of how it should look. The great thing is with this washi tape too, the clouds or that detailing that's in the washi tape, it kind of mimics the, you know, this rough edge, organic edge that we're creating. So it actually blends really nicely with that. So I'm going to go into a quick time lapse since you guys already have seen how I do this, and just get that filled in, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so I don't know if you could tell in the time lapse, but that was a little bit of a struggle because I don't know, the varnish is all over my fingers, and so every time I was touching trying to hold down the foil, it was sticking to my fingers. So maybe don't do it that way. Maybe using a tweezers or maybe even a popsicle stick, something to kind of help you hold it down that won't get sticky. Or like I said, I don't know if I think I said it earlier in this video too, you could just put down all the foil and then let it dry and then go in and cut the edges. That would probably be easier. So, but anyways, yeah, so that's finally down. So now I'm going to go in and just add some of our outline details. So we're going to do that. And for this, we're going to do something, again, like I said, this design is going to be a little bit different. So we are going to outline this top edge and the bottom edge, but then I want to add some more detail to this down here as well. There we go. Okay, so now this will do similar to, again, what we did earlier, and also it's similar to my kintsugi style, where it's just kind of adding that edge to the washi tape. So we'll go ahead and do it like this. Nothing too fancy there. Like that. And we'll do the same thing here. Just gives it a nice kind of separation there. A lot of details. And then what I want to do with the gold at the bottom is it's a lot of just kind of flat. Again, same thing like before. There's a lot of just kind of a flat color. So I want to add some texture to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add in some lines to kind of break up the foil. It's going to kind of mimic waves, but not, you know, specifically. Like it's not going to be super we're not really trying to make it look like waves or anything. We're just trying to break up the gold in some interesting patterns. So there, so just kind of add some interest, some texture, again, kind of layering that gold on gold. And again, you should wait for this to dry. I'm not going to do that just because I need to I want to keep this moving because I do want to let these dry so that we can get the top coats on and continue with that with the video. So I don't want to leave it too long in between. All right. So again, this is the same mixture that we used earlier, and I'm going to have to add some more in here. So I'll add a bit more varnish because you can see that, you know, it got thick, right? You can see that there. And we want it to be a little bit thinner. So we'll thin that down with some of the gloss varnish. Get that off my brush. And a little bit more. Oh no! That's not really a problem. It's going to dry clear, but I'll try to clean that up. I need another brush to do that though. Let's see if we can use this one. Like I said, it's going to dry clear, so that's not going to be an issue that it dropped on the washi tape there. Making a mess. Okay, so we have our mix, and what I'm going to do for this is I just want to add it just on the top edge, and this is just going to follow the line. Like I'm not going to do the extenders or the spikes on this one. We're going to kind of just create little waves with the gold like that. So same thing here, and like I said, this will be much easier if you let the outliner dry. Right now I'm going to have to be careful not to smudge the outliner at all. So, but like I said, if you're impatient like me, good luck to you. So, all right, so we'll go into a quick time lapse, get this one all set up here, and then there's one more detail I want to add, and then we'll be ready to leave these to dry. There we go. Like I said, so again, it's just another bit of interest. to, you know, some extra details sometimes. The extra details don't always need to be colorful. They don't always need to be bold. Sometimes subtle works really well, especially when you're working on something like this, and you need to kind of decide what your focal point of your piece is going to be. So, and for me, the focal point on this coaster is the washi tape, the design in the middle, but I do want to create elements that are going to, you know, support that or kind of emphasize the details of the washi tape. So creating this texture along the bottom, it kind of helps it blend with the washi tape without taking away from it. At least that's how I feel. I think, you know, the tone on tone, the gold, you know, there's 3 different types of gold here. We have the foil, the outliner, and the glitter, but yet it's not bolder or more colorful than what we have in the washi tape. And you'll see when I add the top coat on this as well, the washi tape is going to pop even more because the resin really does bring out the colors of the washi tape. So you'll see that later on in the video. But anyway, so we have that. And there's one more thing I want to do, and that is to add some glitter along the top here as well. Again, it doesn't need to be done. If you like how this looks here, you can stop here, and this would be a beautiful coaster just the way it is. I do want to try something a little bit different with the top, just to kind of add a little bit of detailing up there, but again, something subtle. It's not going to take away from the washi tape. So I'm going to get that. So what I have is I'm going to be putting, again, some of my gloss varnish in the cup here, and what I'm using is basically just black holographic glitter. So this one's called Bewitched, and it's from Glitter Babes. So it doesn't have, I don't know if you can read the label, but the color is Bewitched. And like I said, it's just like a holographic black glitter, fine glitter. So this container is quite full. And we don't need a ton of it just because we're going to be, again, just adding a bit of detail to it. So like that. Maybe a little, just a touch more. So it's not as much as I normally would mix, because I do want this to be a bit thinner than typical. So there we go. And what we're going to be doing here, and again, you should probably wait till the outliner's dry, but it is what it is here. So get some of those out, and we're just going to go along the top of the outliner to add some glitter along here. Like so. All right, and the other thing, so again, you could do like this, and you can blend it up a little bit like that to just kind of get a nice effect here. Now, what I want to do is, every time, I don't know why, but when I look at this, I want to make it seem like it's kind of shining, like it looks like the, you know, that, not really, like almost like a moonlight. So with the glitter, what I want to do is I actually want to do kind of a starburst pattern, and it's not going to be super clear that it's a starburst. It's just more of a pattern of how the glitter is kind of forming. And again, I'm not trying to make this so that it stands out so much that we lose the detailing or like the focus of the washi tape, but just something different in the background. So when you kind of tilt the coaster, you're going to see that there's kind of like this shine happening from the top, on the top half. So yeah, so kind of like that. Like I said, it's not going to be super obvious that it's a starburst, but just kind of something that kind of just shows that it's, you know, glowing outwards like that. I did do this design earlier, just in my test, so you can see here. And I did the same thing with the top. So again, it's not like once it dries, you don't really, you know, obviously the varnish will disappear, but you can kind of see how it looks. Like it's not, you know, it's there, but it's not taking away from the washi tape. It's just kind of a little bit of extra sparkle on the top. Again, you don't need to do that if you don't like how that looks. You don't have to do that part. It's just something that I wanted to try. So there we go. So now we'll leave this one to dry as well. And then we will, like I said, it's going to probably be, again, about 4 or 5 hours for all these to, you know, for all the coasters to dry. And then I'll be able to do the top coat. So, and that'll be done on time lapse as usual, because I'll be wearing my respirator, all my PPE, my respirator, my gloves. I'll have my exhaust fan on, and I won't be able to talk through that. So that will just be a time lapse, but I'll just quickly, you know, talk to you guys before that, and then we'll see what it looks like when it's all done. Okay guys, so they're all done here. I did go ahead and add a second top coat to them, and I also already went in and added the gold edges. If you want to know how to do that, I will link above here to a video where I show how I do that. I have it in a few videos, but I'll link one of them above. So if you want to see how to top coat it and then you want to see how to do the outlines, there probably is at least one video that has both, but anyways, I will link a couple so this way you guys can find them. And anyway, so this is the final look. So you can see it here. I really, 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 really like how these turned out. There's this one and then the other one. So there we go. The texture in the foil, I mean, I know there's a lot going on these coasters, but the texture in the foil, it just adds so much depth and interest to this piece. I mean, even if we had just, you know, put a flat gold foil, not the wrappers, but flat gold foil on the bottom, it would still look pretty, but just look at it almost looks like mountains, you know, it looks like the fish are flying in the sky. Like, it's just so neat. I really like it. It's just such a unique look, like, in just unique piece. So anyway, anyways, I'm really happy with them. I hope you guys like them. I know it's a different style, especially compared to the first one of this series. So I hope that you like them. And yeah, if you decide that you want to give them a try, definitely, you know, go for it. You can change the washi tape, you can change the whole design and the style, but, you know, again, just use the technique. Try the wrapping paper, try glitter with it, you know, make your own design, you know, anything you like, whatever you have in your imagination, go ahead and definitely try. And if you do decide to try it and create, you know, anything really with this technique, feel free, and you're on Instagram, feel free to tag me on Instagram, as well as use my new hashtag. You guys probably have seen it if you've seen the previous video, and it is LiaDia inspired me. So go ahead and use that hashtag. It allows me to it collects all these posts, you know, under one hashtag, and then it's easier for me to kind of find them. And then every Friday I go in and I actually go through them and I pick a bunch to showcase in my story. So if you want to be featured in my story on Instagram, definitely tag me and use the hashtag to find me there. If you tag me alone, I may not see the post, just because those type of things just kind of fly through my feed and I don't end up seeing them. But if you put the hashtag, it kind of lives in that hashtag. So this way I can always just go to that hashtag and find it there. So anyways, so if you like this video and this tutorial, please don't forget to leave a comment below. Actually, let me know, you know, if you saw the previous tutorial with the same technique, and now you're seeing this one, let me know, which do you like better, or do you like them both, or do you think that they would be good for different types of designs and situations and projects and things like that. Let me know your thoughts on that, or even let me know what other color combinations you think would look really nice with this type of technique. So anything you like to talk about, let's talk about in the comments. And yeah, so I hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.